Welcome, race fans. Tonight, the Charlottesville Dental Care Cup Series Simracing Unleashed, round number 4 here at Iowa, presented by MaxspeedTV. Things are just still getting started, and before we dive down into it here, folks, we're going to go ahead and pull last week's winner up here real quick at Watkins Glen. Mark Whitley, do you have a copy, bud? Well, you're coming off your second win of the season and back-to-back last week at Watkins Glen. You also won at Kentucky. You're sitting right now 5th here in practice. Man, how does it feel? I wasn't here last week, but, man, kind of give us an idea of what it was like out there.
Possibly getting other people's messes, but so it's just gonna be a challenge, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. So it looks like we were having some issues here with OBS, but I think I got it fixed up. But anyway, yeah, you know, trying to find some extra speed. Iowa is a tricky track. You know, it has that turn. You're pretty much on the wheel the whole time.
Yeah, it's kind of like a bigger version of Richmond. The whole front straightaway is kind of curved, kind of like Kentucky was, just not as extreme. It's just going to be kind of about, you know, the setup is a little bit right rear free, which is a little unusual for these cars, but it's a nice little change for me anyway. But it's going to be about whoever can keep that right rear underneath you. It's going to be, you know, if you warm that right rear up, you're going to be sliding off the corner, and you're not going to be getting any forward traction. So just trying to get all the forward momentum you can, and, you know, just get off the corner. Getting in doesn't really matter too much as getting off the corner is what you want to make your time up.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, well, I'm not going to keep you. I'm going to let you get out there and get some more practice in, man. Mark, congratulations, back-to-back so far. Let's see if we can go 3 in a row here tonight.
Yeah, it's always the goal. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll get him back up there. That is Mark Whitley, our winner last week at Watkins Glen. We're going to go ahead and dive down into the pre-race analytics here real quick, folks. Of course, myself, Joshua Medlock, up here going to be calling the action for you all. A little bit of a wind out there, not too bad, about 5 miles an hour. Got an air temp of 70, a track temp of 73, 228 laps, 199.5 miles. Now, they do get a total of 4 sets, 3 behind the wall. Now, I just kind of went off a limb here on fuel. It is 100% fuel, so I just went 100 to 110 laps. I don't know if they will try to go that far. I don't even know really if they can make it to the stage. But what I do know is they can go quite a ways on fuel. Tires definitely going to be a problem. And of course, I say it every week, pit road. You've got to be careful coming down pit road. Pit road speed here at 40 miles an hour with a pace speed of 50. Hopefully we don't see that pace car too often here tonight. But we see the 77 of Mark Whitley kind of get loose there and go sideways. That is one of the things we'll definitely have to watch. Now, the point standings coming into tonight. Now, Mark Whitley is up at the top spot at 124. Michael Yarrow there in second, down a spot at 112. He is only 12 behind Mark now. Jason Adams there in third. He'll stay where he's at 103, 21 back, 9 behind Michael. Brad Delp up 6 spots from last week. He is now in fourth at 102, 22 behind the leader and 1 behind Adams. Brandon Sheets up 4 positions from Watkins Glen. He has cracked the top 5 in 5th at 100 even. That's going to put him 24 behind the leader and 2 behind Delp. Cal Heath up 7 spots. He is in 6th now at 98 points, 26 behind the leader, 2 behind Sheets. Ryan Dunkelberger down 2 spots into 7th, still in the top 16. 95 points, 29 behind the leader and 3 behind Kyle. Mark Koshik up 3 spots in 8th at 95 points. He is actually tied there with Ryan, so it's going to put him also That's going to put him 29 behind the leader. Hunter Hayward up 11 positions from last week. He is in 9th, 88 points. He is probably the biggest mover here in the top 20. 88 points, 36 behind the leader, and 7 behind Kosick and Dunkelberger. Isaiah Sutherland is going to round out our top 10 here, up 6 positions, 86 points, 38 behind the leader, and 2 behind Hayward. David Cassidy up a spot into 11th, 82 points, 42 behind the leader, and 4 behind Sutherland. Robbie Darnell up 2 positions, Craig in the top 12, 80 points, 44 behind the leader, and 2 behind Cassidy. Larry Blair up 4 spots into 13th, 79 points, 45 behind the leader, and 1 behind Darnell. Adam Lichty now up a position into 14th, 71 points. Is actually tied with Kevin Roy there, who is down 10 spots. Both of these gentlemen, 71 points, 53 behind the leader, and 8 behind Blair. Joshua Jones up 8 spots into 16th, right there at that cutoff line. He is at 69 points, 55 behind the leader, and 2 behind Roy and Lichty. On the outside looking in right now, still early on in the season, Ryan Messer down 11 and 17th, 68 points, 56 behind the leader, and 1 behind Jones right there, trying to get back into that top 16. Dave Bush up 4 into 18th, 67 points, 57 behind the leader, and 1 behind Messer. Brandon Hartwell, probably the biggest mover down here in the top 20. He is down 12 spots in the 19th at 66 points, 58 behind the leader, and 1 behind Dave Bush. And, Keith Hurlbut also down 12 spots. So 2 drivers from last week down 12 positions. Keith still in the top 20 at 63 points. He is 61 behind Whitley, but he is only 3 behind Hartwell. So still very, very close between the drivers. And, of course, they do get stage points. We'll get more on that here in just a little bit. But first, we're going to go ahead and step away and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. Hang tight, folks. Qualifying at Iowa will be underway when we return.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, Satan's that star, spangled banner gave way for the land of the brave. In the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks. Qualifying, of course, is underway. We've got several drivers that have put in the time. Robbie Darnell right now the quickest in the qualifying with a 24-100. Of course, in practice, Andrew Phipps was the quickest with a 23-791. Right now, we're watching Kyle Heath out on the track. It looks like we've got 20 watching and 4 likes right now. 20 people already out there, and we are really not really going right now. It's just qualifying. Gary Slapinski out here in the 78. He is out here putting in a time. Don't see Andrew. Andrew put in a time. But yes, he is right now. He is sitting in 5th. Gary Slapinski, Kyle Heath is going to go into 16th. Gary Slapinski on his first lap there in 22nd. Right now, just 2 drivers out here on the racetrack. And Kyle Heath is going to be, that is his 2nd lap. And he is going to jump up into 4th, knocking Brandon Sheets back into 5th. Gary Slapinski on his 2nd lap is going to go into 14th, and we're going to wait here. But I do believe Robbie Darnell is going to hold the pole here tonight. So let's go ahead and drag him down here real quick. Robbie, real quick, bud, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Well, it looks like you are going to grab the pole out here for round 4 at Iowa with a 24-100 even. Man, how does it feel out there, man? What do you got to do at this short track?
I don't know what everyone else did to mess up. That's what I'm trying to figure out. No, I just run a line, man, and it stuck, and it's where I'm ending up. I'll take it, and good to start here sometimes.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. But, man, you guys are going to be on the wheel all night long. So, Robbie, good luck out there. And, you know, we'll see what happens after 228 laps.
Yeah, man, if I'm still alive after that, I'll be okay. That's all I'm taking.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Robbie, good luck, bud.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Have a good race.
All right, well, that is Robbie Darnell. Let's go ahead and get him on the grid here tonight, folks. Oh, I'm in major hiccup. Okay, well, let's go ahead and grid him up here. MaxspeedTV starting grid. Robbie Darnell with a 24-100 even. He'll grab that top spot. He'll get us going. John Held going to be on the outside of him in 2nd. Jeff Gilmore 3rd. Cal Heath in 4th. Brandon Sheets in 5th. Andrew Phipps, the quickest in practice, there in 6th. Mark Whitley They're in 7th. Ryan Messer in 8th. Hunter Hayward 9th. And Mark Kosick in 10th. In 11th, Isaiah Sutherland. Dave Bush in 12th. Ryan Dunkelberger 13th. Gary Slapinski slapped himself all the way up into 14th. That's where he's going to start. David Cassidy in 15th. Chris Path there in 16th. Jim Coleman'sberger there in 17th. Brad Delph in 18th. Larry Blair 19th. And Brian Bartlett will start there in 20th. Adam Lichty 21st. He'll end it for the drivers who qualified. Now the non-qualifiers. Josh Jones is going to start 22nd. Michael Yarrow 23rd. Brandon Hartwell 24th. Rusty Modesti 25th. We'll try to say his name 5 times fast. Jared Daniels in 26th. Mike Chamberlain 27th. James Bryan 28th. Benjamin Butler 29th. And Paul Buzz Cohen in 30th. Jason Adams 31st. Robert Chaswick 32nd, and that's going to do it. 32 drivers out here, so pretty good size field for the community swimming pool, as I like to call it, Iowa, because that's what it looks like, is a big old pool. But we are rolling off. I do believe here at Iowa they do get 2 laps of pacing. It is under a mile. Stage lap 114. Top 5 in the stage will receive bonus points. Of course, your winner of the stage gets 5, and the driver finishing 5th gets 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the way they do it here for Simracing Unleashed. They do have 1 fast repair if needed, and they do have green-white checkers. We won't talk about those right now. Later on in the race, we'll probably bring those up again, but as of right now, it really ain't no need. But on the backstretch here tonight, pull those belts tight, folks, one more time. The pace truck will dive off to the safety of pit road out of 4, and it'll be in that 44's hands. Hillsboro of Robbie Darnell. Out of turn number 4, pace truck dives off. Here we go, folks. He's holding them back to the green. That's what we're waiting on. Here we go. Green flag is out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're underway here tonight at Iowa. Everybody scrambled for position, and we've got a wreck already. Hunter Hayward, and they are still wrecking. Oh, man. Hunter Hayward involved in that. Looks like Gary Slapinski involved in that. Well, let's take a look at it on the MaxspeedTV replay. First caution. Didn't even make it a lap. What happened? We're on that 48 of Hunter Hayward here. Oh, 3 wide already right up ahead of him. I believe this is where it initiated. Right there, 16 does kind of slide down. Maybe he gets a little loose, slides down right in front of the 48. 48 nowhere to go, right into him. Probably some net code there as well. And looks like 33 got lucky. However, Gary Slapinski did not. Slams right into a Hunter. And I believe that is the 16 as well. And they were wrecking the 70 there involved, the 52 involved, the 16. And still wrecking. 53 got a piece of it. All right. First caution already. Not what you want to see early on. Sure. Braden Para out there. Yeah, already. Yep. All right, I think they'll get it under control, I believe. To get some laps under these tires, I think they'll be okay. These initial starts, though, they're a little rough. Already some drivers having to use their resets. Looks I'm showing 3 drivers did have to use a reset. Gary Slapinski, Hunter Hayward, and there was another one, Ryan Messer, and Dave Bush also used his reset. These guys are gonna have to be careful. Only get one. Well, Keith, I appreciate that, buddy. Man, I hate it that you didn't get to make it here. Coming into tonight, there in 20th. Man, this is definitely going to hurt you, but we've still got plenty of races left, Keith, so you don't have to really worry about it. Now, hopefully you can make it back, make it into some more races. Cliff Ashley out there in chat as well. Glad to see everybody in chat talking. Of course, we do have mods out there, so we do get issues in chat. Mr. Brendan Kennedy and the other mods that are lurking about, they'll take care of business. Glad to see everybody talking. That's always good. Oh, Cliff didn't make it either. Yeah. Joys of pacing at Iowa. I'm probably not going to be able to get interviews in here, and I'll try later on, but that was just the first caution on the very first lap, so drivers really don't know exactly how the car is going to react on a long run. We'll kind of hang on the interviews. They are getting double foul. Looks like Kyle Heath kind of hanging back here. 7 of Jeff Gilmore does go to the outside of Robbie Darnell. Right now, no sense in going through the field. Lap 6, we still go 225 laps. Okay, so it did change. It's only 225, not 228. Okay, I'll take that. That's 3 less laps that I got to call. That's fine. Race truck, down and off and away. Here we go. We're going to try it again here, folks. Leading on the green. There we go. Green is out once more. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're back underway here tonight at Iowa. And that is the last time I'm going to do that. I'm going to blow my voice out before the end of the race. That's for sure. All right, everybody making it out of 2. Okay, that's a good sign. All right, can we get a lap in? That is going to be the big question. It's a quick 3 wide back here, though. Oh, buddy, get a little tight, get a little loose. We're on the 9 of Byron Bartlett here. And he is on the outside with the 50 and the, I can't see the number on that. That is the 19. Around the 13th position area. Like Hayward. Right there in the 48. Okay, we got a battle up here. Let's take a look. Maybe a battle probably for the lead with the 57 of Jeff Gilmore. However, we've got another caution. Robert Chiswick. What happened to Mr. Robert? And was Josh Jones involved in this too? Okay, on Robert here. Oh, he got loose. And he goes around. That's what happened to Mr. Robert. Oh, what happened to Mr. Jones here? Oh, looks like Josh Jones also had a moment here. Now he was coming around, got on the apron and just snapped him loose right into the wall. Oh, two drivers having an issue. Not good at all. And looks like everybody, for the most part, is going to stay out. Probably some drivers in the back did come down pit road. We'll see if we can find anybody. Yeah, we've got a few coming down. Of course, Josh Jones. There's Jason Adams down pit road. Like Robert's going to stay out. Well, not starting off, I'm sure, the way these drivers wanted to start this off, but it's just two cautions, nothing big, couple of self spins, and maybe a tiny bit of net code on that very first one. But Robbie Darnell, he's already got a bonus point, so the way it's working right now for Mr. Robbie, he just needs to stay out front. Oh, going on with Paul Cohen here. Oh, exactly. Maybe he was just trying to come down pit road and almost missed it. Gonna slide it into his pit stall here. Well, Robbie Darnell, Jeff Gilmore, he is up a spot from third to second. Kyle Heath up a spot from fourth to third. Mark Whitley up several from seventh to fourth. Isaiah Sutherland, he is up several as well from 11th, cracking the top 5 there in 5th. 12 laps into this race. Updates? What do you mean with updates? Not entirely sure. Not understanding what you mean by updates. Now we're just waiting again for the pace truck lights to go off. I believe that was the 2 to go. Next time by should be 1 to go. $26 watching and 7 likes. I think we can hit 20 likes here before halfway, which is at 114. 27 watching right now. Wow. Keep sharing it. Get it out there. More than likely. Now these cars, you know, when they first came out, they were easy to drive. Of course, the package in them wasn't really good, and then they did an update, and then it really screwed it up. Then they finally went back in and fixed everything. These next gen Cup cars, or the Gen 8s, I guess you would call them. All right, here we go again. Coming to lap 15. Hit the green. Pace truck, little dive off. And it's back in Robbie's hands. Here we go. Is holding them back on the inside. Everybody 2 by 2, and the green is back out once more. Side by side now. Reaming it down into turn number 1. In between 1 and 2. Battle for the lead. 57 of Jeff Gilmore. Here we go. 3 wide for second with the 3 of Kyle Heath splitting the gap here. I don't know how long you want to be in that sucker hole, but he pulled it back out. Jeff Gilmore is going to lead that lap. Now the 77 of Mark Whitley trying to get around the 57. Got side-by-side happening all over the place. Ryan Dunkelberger, 27, and that is the 72 of John Held. Side-by-side was going on back here. Here's Hunter Hayward and the 79 of Adam Lichty. Here's side-by-side battling here. This is back here at around 13. Going back a little bit further, we've got more side-by-side going. Michael Yarrow, Larry Blair. That is the 25 of Brandon Hartwell. Art Whitley up front. He's led a lap and another caution. Oh, Jeff Gilmore. He was running up front. What happened to Jeff? Another contact, or did he just snappy loosey-goosey? About to find out. 3 is right. He just snapped loose. He just snapped loose. Went all the way around right in front of the 3. Boy, I'm sure that 3 is like, I'm going to have to change my pants now. And right up into the wall, Jeff Gilmore goes. Another self-spin. Man, I don't see how some of these drivers made it around. Some of them going to the inside, some of them going to the outside. Oof. Well, all right. Harpoon Designs out there. We're doing Harpoon. A big shout out to Harpoon Designs. One of the sponsors over here with the Harpoon 100. We'll get more on that here later on, but they will be going to Texas for the second leg of that. The Harpoon 100. Yeah, I think that's 3 drivers so far that just broke loose. It looks like it is rather loose out there. Well, let's see here. See if we can find somebody to chit-chat with real quickly. Where is he at? There he is right there. See if we can go ahead and bring him down here real quick. Brandon Sheets, got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you started 5th. You're kind of back here in 8th right now, but it's still way early. I'm trying to get an idea of what the track's like, man. It looks like people are just snapping loose.
Car is very hesitant entering and exiting the corner, and definitely those bumps in 1 and 2 is definitely getting the car upset. So you have to put a egg underneath your gas pedal.
Well, I mean, it looks like you guys are having a handful out here tonight. I mean, you're sitting back here, like I said, in, well, it looks like 7th now. Kind of updated there. But, man, what do you got to do to survive?
Be honest, I don't know. Just try to avoid all the wrecks and keep them going straight.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, you couldn't have said it any better myself. Brandon, good luck out there, buddy.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Well, that is Brandon Sheets sitting right here in 7th. Jim Coleman-Sperger, 17th to 14th. He's up a few. Most of these drivers haven't even come down pit road, so, I mean, what's the point? Okay, update. Well, I was just going off of what was in the broadcast notes there, Mr. Dave Bush. So I did get that. And there is an update here with the stage. Since it is 225, the stage will actually end on 112. So an update in the can't talk, in the stage. There we go. Well, it's going to be a battle of probably who tries to lead the most laps out here tonight. And hopefully my buddy Bonehead, and yes, that's what I'm going to call him, Bonehead, because of a boneheaded move he made a few, on a race, Mr. Dave Bush. So he's known as Bonehead right now. He's sitting back here in 29. Started just outside of the top 10 and 12, so I'm not sure exactly. I know he's going to have to be careful. He doesn't have any resets left. It did look like he'd just come off pit road. So, no mistakes, Dave. But Dave did give me the update, so thank you for that, Mr. Dave Bush. Well, Charlottesville Dental Care Simracing Unleashed Cup Series, round number 4. Go ahead and wait and get these guys rolling off here. Coming to lap 24. Yeah. Well, I'll explain that here in a little bit, but not right now. But it looks like the 77 on the outside, the 3 on the inside of Kyle Heath. Here we go. Mark Whitley is on the loud pedal, and the green flag is out, and it's going to go side by side. Down into 1, battle for the lead, a little bit of single file behind them, but a whole lot of side-by-side behind them. Still battling for the lead. There is the 72 of 14, 72 of John Hill, 14 of Brad Delph. Here comes the 2 of Brandon Sheets. And as they come screaming around turn 4 and through the tri-oval, out there, good luck, Jeff. Right, Michael Yallroad in the 98. Here comes Gary Slapinski to the inside. Paul coming down pit road. Okay. Going back a little bit further, Mark Koshik, Jason Adams, Robert Chaswick just right up ahead of these drivers. Josh Jones on the outside. There goes Dave Bush to the inside. There is the 33 of Mark. Maybe some 3 wide. Yeah, we're going to go a little bit of 3 wide here at Iowa. Very quickly 3 wide. James Bryan here in the 52 in some traffic. Out ahead of James, Rusty Modesti, Byron Bartlett, and the 73 of Larry Blair. So we've got 3 drivers right here together. And then if you look right up ahead of them, right up ahead of Brandon, I mean, you just got the whole pack right here together pretty much. 19, that is Jim Coleman'sberger. You've got Gary Slapinski coming to his inside right now. Benjamin Butler in the 55 to the inside of the 25 of Brandon Hartwell, and the 19 of Jim Coleman'sberger, and the 78 of Gary Slapinski. Almost touched. It's getting a little dicey up here. Battle for 3rd, I seen. Ryan Dunkelberger, the 3 of Kyle Heath. But Dunkelberger in the 7 made that pass. Lap 29, Jeff Gilmore in the mix back here. In the 57, he is on the inside of the 73 of Larry Blair. Now Gary Slapinski. Oh, we got a wreck, and are we going to have a caution? Yes, we are. That was that Brad Delph? Okay, what happened to Brad here? Go ahead and take a look. Chris Half in the 22. Oh, he smacks the wall. Smacks it again. And the 14 was going low. Wrong spot, wrong time for the 14. T-Bone slams right in to the Arizona 22 of Chris Paff. So the 14 also getting a piece of the action here. That is Brad Delph. Oof. Well, alrighty. Well, let's see here. Nope, leaders are still yet not gonna come down. Well, let's see here. How about we try to get another interview in here real quick. Gotta find him. Gary, there he is. Gary Slapinski, get a copy.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Well, you started 14th. You're in 10th right now, but man, it looks like it's a handful out there. Talk about it.
Oh, it is definitely a handful out here. It's bumpy. It's hard to pass. It gets loose. It gets tight. You're trying to go somewhere where nobody's at, but everybody wants the high line, so which is fine. I'll take down the low line and pass whoever I can.
So it's a headache.
Oh, to say the least. To say the least. But it's fun. But it's fun.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just kind of roll with it. It's a headache tonight.
Definitely, big headache.
Well, I mean, we're not even nowhere near to the stage, man. I mean, what do we got to do? What do you got to do? With the rest of the drivers, what do they got to do to at least get to the stage?
Oh man, we need to just relax and just let it roll. Hit the brake early, let it roll, let it set, and get back on it. Not real hard. Watch that guy on the outside.
All right, well, I'm going to let you get back to it, Gary. We've got a long way to go. And like the song says, a short time to get there. So,
yeah.
Gary,
Enjoy.
Good luck, bud.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, say it like the first F is not there. Oh! EAFF, so path, right? We dropped some frames there for a second, but looks like we're back underway. And pace truck lights are still on. Brantley, yeah, it was buffering just a second ago. I lost some frames. But I think it's okay now. Just technology for you. Sometimes it'll work flawlessly, and then the next time it won't. Yeah, it's part of it. Yeah, it buffers a little bit when OBS loses frames. So, of course, it is the weekend, and everybody is on the internet. I think every cable company needs to like update their lines or give everybody their own single line or something. Okay, I'll try to remember that, Tara. I ain't gonna make no promises for everybody that's in here. They know I'm bad about butchering names, last names especially, so path. I'll try to remember that. All right. The lap 35. Mr. Mark Whitley, Isaiah Sutherland, round. Row 1. 3 in the 27, row 2, Kyle Heath and Ryan Dunkelberger. Row 3 is John Held and Jared Daniels rounding out the top 6. Jared started all the way back in 26th. Good run so far for him. Here we go. And there's the green, back out and underway here at Iowa. Oh, the 77, he was coming down. Oh, Mark Whitley. And he did finish getting around Isaiah Sutherland here. Let's watch the side-by-side back here real quick. That is with Hunter Hayward in the 48. 50's right up ahead of him. That is Jared Daniels, having an awesome run so far. A lot of side-by-side going on behind them, too. Ryan Messer, like Byron Bartlett, a 9. And side-by-side behind him and right up ahead, there's the 26 and the 44. And that is Andrew Phipps and Robbie Darnell. 19 and the 17. David Cassidy, Jim Coleman-Sperger going at it. A couple of drivers just staying side by side. Adam Lichty in the 79. Still trying to complete it around the 2 of Brandon Sheets on the outside. Watching Gary Slapinski as well on the 78, the 98 of Michael Yalro. This is right up ahead of Adam and company. Oh, 48 and a 50, however. That is Hunter Hayward and Jared Daniels. And they are getting awfully close to one another. Out of turn 4 through the tri-oval. Here we go. Gonna try. Oh, no, the 50 of Jared goes around. Save it, Jared. Oh, no, the 48 into the wall. Here we go. Oh, no. Somebody went for a ride. Oh. Oh, let's rewind it here because somebody went topsy-turvy. And I said we're gonna have to watch these guys. What happened? Right here is where the contact was made. We was on the 50, and we see the 48. And I thought the 50 had it saved, and well, he did. And then the 48, of course, lost it as well. But it was a stack up back here. The 9 right into the back of the 50, and it was the 48 of Hunter Hayward that, yeah, he got slammed by the 9, and he went on his lid, and golly, he's flipping. Oh, and he goes around and flips. Oh, he's going to have to tow, too. All right, well, we're going to ride along here with Mr. Hunter Hayward. A little bit of a disclaimer here. If you get motion sickness, I wouldn't watch it. But from Hunter's point of view here, get a better idea. Right there is the contact. He tries to say, oh, and it just snapped right into the wall. Then he gets hit, and there he goes. I'd probably flipped 7 or 8 times, and then on his lid. Ugh. Not what you want to see. And yeah, he had to tow to pit road. Well, Jared Daniels has already called it a night. He's done. He took it behind the wall. He's going to get ready for Texas next week. Yeah, Keith. Yeah, let's hope not. I don't know. I know some of these drivers do, but I don't know exactly who. Yeah, man, I would have definitely. I'd have took my headset off. That was rough. Mark Whitley still up front. Isaiah Sutherland there in second. Kyle Heath third. Ryan Dunkelberger in fourth. John Held in fifth. Michael Yarrow in sixth. Gary in seventh. Adam Lichty in eighth. Jeff Gilmore in ninth. And Brandon Sheets going to round out our top 10 here. Brandon Hartwell started back in 24th. He is in 11th. David Cassidy started 15th and 12th. Jim Coleman-Sperger started 17th and 13th. Benjamin Butler started 29th, and he is right now just inside of the top 15 and 14th. Good solid run so far for Benjamin. And Dave Bush started 12th. He is running in 15th, so back a few spots. But still a ways to go for everybody. Like Mark does have some rear end damage on that car. He still has his reset left. He's been out here the whole time, has not came down pit road. Really no sense in it. And Rusty Modesti on a pit road here, and he's going to be off and away. Looks like some more drivers also coming down or coming off of pit road. You know, I would, Keith, I would actually have to agree with you on that one. I believe this is going to be a survival type race. Not necessarily, you know, drivers getting into each other, but you know, somebody getting loose and nowhere to go, and then, you know, contacts made. I mean, they're still really close together, but I've not seen, you know, very many, you know, drivers make contact with one another. So that is a good thing. Just, man, getting loose. Getting loose and losing it is, man, it's causing some issues out here for the drivers. Go ahead and pop that caution so far. 5 cautions for 25 laps, 182 laps still to go, and we've only had 2 lead changes. We'll bring the driver bar back up here and get back up on Mark. All right, pace truck dives off once more. Coming to lap 45. Mark's got to wait till the initial green, and then he can go, and he is going to be on the loud pedal. Good restart here. See if Mark will be able to get around that number 1 out of turn 2. He will be able to do it. But look who it is there on the outside. Ryan Dunkelberger. Looks like the 3 of Kyle Heath trying to fight his way back up here. He is right there in 5th. 98 of Michael Yarrow, one of the drivers that, you know, ever since I've started doing Simracing Unleashed, I've noticed that when he starts in the back, at some point or another, Michael is up toward the front, whether it be early on in the race or, you know, late in the race. You will most likely find that 98 somewhere up front. We'll definitely have to keep an eye out on Michael Yarrow. All right, well, let's go back a little bit further. On Jim here, the 19. There's the 52 of James Bryan. Like Brandon Hartwell and David Cassidy. Well, they were going at it. Now it's the 25 of Brandon Hartwell, and the 17 still. And there's the 14 of Brad Dell. 55, that is Benjamin Butler. He's got a bird's eye view of the battle up ahead of him. Robbie Darnell, our pole sitter, back here in 19th. And on Mike Chamberlain, it looks like Andrew Phipps just got around him. Mike doesn't have a front bumper on that number 70 machine. He does have a reset, though, and I know what Mike's trying to do. He's trying to wait to use it, which smart move. But is that affecting your driving out here? And he's got, like I said, some significant damage on that number 70. He does have Josh Jones behind him. We've got a couple of drivers. Let's see, Paul Buzz Cohen, known by Buzz. He is 2 laps down. Adam Lichty on pit road here. Not exactly sure what happened there, man. Timing screen and ATVO's just going haywire. Drivers making passes, drivers coming down pit road, so it goes haywire from time to time. But I think I've said everybody's name at least once, or at least I hope. If not, well, we'll definitely have time to keep going. Well, there's Chris right there. Chris Half. He's coming up on the, or coming around the 57 of Jeff Gilmore. Bobby Darnell is the 52 of James Bryan. So still side by side going on back here. Dave Bush in the 53 alongside Byron Bartlett is a battle for 18. Let's go and check up on our leaders now. Looks like some single file and maybe some side-by-side again. Kyle Heath in the 3, the 98 of Michael Yalrow. Gary Slapinski right behind them. So we do have a potential battle up here with our lead drivers, our top 6, top 7. Can't forget about John Held. He's kind of in between. He's in between Gary Slapinski and Brandon Hartwell. So, and then they are kind of separated a little bit back here. However, Benjamin Butler in the 55 coming up on Brandon Sheets. That would be for that 9th spot. And you have David Cassidy right behind Benjamin. So we're starting to get some laps in here, folks. Question is, how long will it last? Don't know, because James Bryan just got popped. And that sent him to the inside. And, man, he hit that wall hard. No caution, but we did see it. And we're going to go back and take a look what happened to James Bryan. The 19, does he get loose and then come down right into the 52, or does he just come down into the 52? Well, regardless, there was definitely some contact there. James Bryan got the rough end of the stick on that one. He is going to be setting on pit road here. Oof. Like Ryan Messer in the K&N 16 around Jim Coleman'sberger. Yeah, Keith, you definitely may be right on that one. Yeah, that number 70. If I can find him, there he is. Yeah, Mike Chamberlain. Yeah. Save that fast repair until you absolutely have to use it, and that could be his plan. So yeah, you definitely hit the nail on the coffin on that one. Mark Whitley might be under fire here from Ryan Dunkelberger as they go 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep an eye out on the timing screen as Ryan does look to the inside. I do think Mark has found a little something out there. What line to run, what line don't run. All right, well, James Bryan, Adam Lichty, Jared Daniels, Hunter Hayward have all called it a night. We are down to 28 drivers out here at Iowa. Charlottesville Dental Care Simracing Unleashed Cup Series, round number 4, the community swimming pool, as I like to call it. Oh, touchy, the 27 right up. Oh, I wonder if he got a piece of that 77. That was close. Man, that was close. Gary trying to fight his way back up here, side by side behind Gary. 25, Brandon Hartwell making the pass over Kyle Heath. Kyle in the 3. Rusty Modesti, it looks like, gets around Robbie Darnell for 15th. So up 10 spots. Rusty Modesti, 25th to 15th. Oh, the 2. Brandon, he was up against the wall there. We seen him up against the wall. We don't know exactly what happened, but he was up against that wall. All right, 25 watching, 10 likes. Can we hit 20, 25 likes here tonight, folks? I think we can. Started out a little rough for these drivers, but I think they finally figured something out here. Looks like David Cassidy trying to get around that 2 of Brandon Sheets. Looks like some action back here, maybe. Oh, Josh Jones, Larry Blair, Robert Chiswick, Mark Kosick. Well, Mark's a little bit further back there in the 33. He's the last driver on the lead lap. First driver 2 laps down, Mr. Buzz, the 51. He has no hood. Okay. Oh, and we do have a caution. Gary Slapinski. What happened to Gary? Did he slap the wall? We're about to find out, folks. Got loose, yeah. I'm assuming Gary, I'm thinking Gary might have done the same thing here. 25 right there on his inside, but yep, that's what happened. He got snaky loose, and he tries to save it, just couldn't do it. And, of course, that is going to bring out the caution because there's traffic everywhere. Man. All right, well, Mark Whitley finally bringing everybody down pit road here. This is going to reset everything. Everybody going to be back on the same page, it looks like, unless somebody decides to stay out. Which I don't see anybody. Oh, yeah, maybe so. Jason Adams is staying out here. Maybe wanting to lead a lap. See here, it looks like Mike also stayed out. I've only been out here 26, 27 laps. So it looks like Mike is coming in. So Jason Adams up front, and this will put him officially leading the lap. Lap number 70 of 225. Of course, stage lap 112 instead of 114. And they're only doing 225 laps instead of the 228 that I had. A good racing as everybody's got their hands full. Let's see if the lights don't go off. Okay, it looks like Jason is coming down pit road, as well as Byron Bartlett. That is going to give the lead back up to Ryan Dunkelberger. Well, lead up to Ryan. And Ryan's going to lead his first lap. Well, let's see here. Maybe we can talk to somebody. Oh, who do we talk to? That's the thing, man. So many people out here to talk to, so many to choose from. All right, well, let's see if get him down here. Benjamin Butler, got a copy.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Well, you started in 29th. You are just inside of the top 10 here. Well, right at 10th, it looks like. And, man, we still got a ways to go, but how's it feeling out there?
It's a little slippery out here. We're going to just do all we can. I'm not really in a hurry right now.
No, you're not pushing the issue at this point.
Yeah, I don't see no reason to. I mean, so many cautions we've had so far.
Yeah.
There's no real sense in it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, well, looks like you guys are getting double file back here, but like I said, bud, and you know it, and as well as everybody else knows it, it ain't over. We got a long way.
Yeah, right on about that.
Yeah, good luck.
Appreciate it.
Right. So, those are Benjamin Butler. Gonna restart 10th. Ryan Dunkelberger started 13th. He is up front to 27. I'll put Isaiah Sutherland to his inside. Started 11th and 2nd. Isaiah's blinking, so I'm gonna have to get off of him. All right, well, pace truck dives off. Here we go. Lap 73. And there's the green. Back out underway here at Iowa. Let's make sure everybody gets into 1 and out of 2. Safely. It looks like they did, so that's a good thing. So did the 70 of Mike Chamberlain, did he use his reset? No, he did not, but it does look like he got some damage fixed. Got him a used front bumper there, so, but nice to see him out here. He still has his reset left, which is very interesting. But probably a smart move. Man, a lot of side-by-side, boy. And a lot of close battles here, too. Trying to find them all is getting rather hard. Everybody's bunched up together. Robbie Darnell, though, our pole sitter, is under fire by, I believe that is the 53. Of Dave Bush. Yes, it is. Dave got around him. Dave from 12th to 12th. He's back right where he started. He is coming up on Gary Slapinski. Gary to the outside. There's the 55 who we just interviewed, Benjamin Butler. He says he's not pushing the issue right now. Way too early, and that is probably a smart move. Maybe sometime after the stage, you know, maybe push it a little bit harder, but you're definitely going to have to save tires. For everybody that is just tuning in here tonight, these are our pre-race analytics coming into this evening. Of course, the tires, the precious gold here tonight. 4 in total, but only 3 behind the wall. And I just guesstimated on fuel at about 100 to 110 laps. Really, I don't even know what the fuel window is. It is 100% fuel. So, I really have a whole lot going on up front at the moment. Well, I say that, and Isaiah is kind of putting a little bit more pressure on the 27. Got some side-by-side again back here at around the 16th position. Brandon Hartwell in the 25. There is the 26 of Andrew Phipps, 77 of Mark Whitley. And, you know, these drivers are all right here together. Well, how about we do this? I mean, we ain't going to crank it up yet, folks. We're going to still keep it live. But how about we do a little bit of a ride-along here with the driver. And I'm thinking the team of Ryan Messer. Let's ride along here with the Ryan for about a lap or two. Yeah, and you're right. I mean, single file definitely could, wind down some of these laps, get to the stage, go single file again, wind down some more laps, and then, of course, fight there at the, toward the end of the race. But we're on Ryan Messer here, doing a little bit of a cockpit ride with him around Iowa. And, of course, this also gives everybody out there that is watching an idea of what Iowa is like. You see, they are always on that steering wheel, always having to turn it out of turn number 2 here. You are able to go straight somewhat, but then you're right back into the corner. So you don't really have much time at all as Ryan gets loose. Good save there, Ryan. Yeah, we were on of that when he did that, so 26 people out there watching and 12 likes. I think we need to get that like button up just a little bit. I think we could hit 20 to 25 likes here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We're coming up on halfway here, folks, in a few laps. 112. All right, Brandon Hartwell. What happened to Brandon? He fell backwards. You right. Mark Whitley. And there's a stack of right here. And Andrew Phipps on the outside, Dave Bush on the inside. 2 of Brandon Sheets and the 44 of Robbie Darnell. They're all right here together. Let's check on Chris. Kind of hanging out right here. The 22. Not really pushing it, I would say, up to John Held. But hanging out right here, 9th. Let's get back up to the front here and just kind of check on our leaders. Top 4 kind of still right here together. David Cassidy not too far back with Brad Elf. Side by side, or trying to, anyway. Chris out there, Chris Hunt, yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I think the wall, I think he wanted to give the wall a little kiss, but but yeah, not too bad right now, sitting in 9th. Now, he does not have a reset though left. He had to unfortunately use it, so he still has to be careful though. That's the big thing, A lot of drivers, well, not a lot. I mean, we had quite a few on that very first caution, first and second caution, that did have to use their reset. They're having to be careful. Buzz is on pit road here. we got some fighting going out there in chat. No, not really. Here, I don't want Chris to jinx. Chris, we got a Chris racing, we got a Chris in chat. I'm a little confused now. I know the one racing is not the one in chat, so I do know that. Oh, Gary Slapinski, the 78, the 77, and Mark Whitley. That's the side-by-side. That is for position. That's actually for 10. Oh, Gary up in the wall. I guess Gary decided he wanted to go and kiss the wall. Well, he did. Let's check that. Is that the right Well, actually, we can just go on a chase view here. If he actually hit it. Well, I'm not seeing any. I mean, if he did hit it, he lightly hit it. Not really seeing any damage on that 78. The Cone Police. Whoa, coming right up to the 16 of Ryan Messer. Oh, okay, okay. I got you. Okay, y'all can argue then. That's fine. If y'all's good friends, y'all can argue. Just kind of keep it on the, on the PG side. Whoa, there we go again. Man. That was close. Now the 26, yeah, the 26 of Andrew Phipps trying to get up here. Oh, here we go. I thought we were going to have another 3 wide back here, but it doesn't look like it. Brandon Sheets thought better of it. I don't know, though. We still could definitely have one. 25. That is Brandon Hartwell. So we got a battle of the Brandons right here. We got Brandon Sheets in the 2 and Brandon Hartwell in the 25. And 3 wide action up ahead of them. And 3 wide here right in the middle is Brandon Hartwell. So, man, that 3 wide at Iowa. I mean, you can do it, but you got to be careful. They made it work. Man, Josh Jones. Okay, what's going on with Josh here? He is on the apron. Something went going on with Josh here. I don't know exactly what, but we're going to see if we can find it before the end of the stage here. It's a possibility somebody forgot to check the fuel box. I don't know, though. Oh, he blew his engine. Oh! That is what happened. His engine popped. Ouch. Well, that is going to be a required 35 minutes, 35 or 45, can't remember, of repairs, and unfortunately, that could have just cost Josh Jones here tonight. Oh. Yep, you know all about it. Now, I don't know if he has a reset that he can use. I don't believe so. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh. Well, let's get back up to the front, man. Tough break for Josh Jones. Well, everybody, we are 11 or so laps to the end of the stage here. Stage at the completion of lap 112. When they take a lap 113, top 5, once the top 5 cross the line, they will throw the caution flag. Now, if we have a caution, I want to say it's within 5 laps, 3 or 5 laps, something like that. I think it's within 3. It's called. I think that's how they do it over here. They do so many leagues, folks, day to day. Can't keep up with all the rules and stuff. But everybody now single file for the most part. Watching Dave Bush come upon Brandon Sheets here. That would be for 14th. So kind of going, just kind of scrolling through the field here. Everybody spread out for the most part. Not by much, only about 2 to 3 tenths of a second, but they are spread out. But Ryan Dunkelberger, if he can hang on here, got another 6 laps, 6 or 7 laps, he'll have himself 5 bonus points. Yep, heard it. Yep. Ah, so did. Michael Yarrow there in 4th. He would pick up 2 extra bonus points. Now, if it ended with the top 5 this way, I'm not saying it will, not saying it won't. Just the way they run right now is what it would be. There's Chris right there in 6th. Now, he was 9th earlier. Now he's 6th. He is just on the outside of getting some extra bonus points for the stage. We'll see if he can work his way up to Brad Delph and company. Rusty Modesti under fire by the 77 of Mark Whitley. Mark he just passed him up like he's sitting still. Well, I say that, and here comes the 4 of Rusty again, back to the outside. See, every time I speak and say something, they end up changing it. I swear that they're listening to my broadcast. Oh, 77 did finally get around the 4. I think both of them might have got loose there. Well, here we go. This is a battle for 4th. Brad Delph coming around Michael Yarrow. Michael back to 5th. Only 4 away from 20 likes out here tonight. They're going to be coming up on the stage here momentarily. We'll get up here on Ryan Dunkelberger. Isaiah Sutherland all over the back end of him. Here we go. Lap 111. And Isaiah to the inside. They're coming up on a lap car here. Lap traffic, that's the 19 of Jim Comensperger out of turn number 4. Coming to lap 112. A white flag is in the air for the stage. If Isaiah can get up there, I don't believe he's going to be able to do it. That 3 trying to get up there, but coming across the stripe, it's going to be Ryan Dunkelberger grabbing the stage of victory. Isaiah Sutherland in 2nd. Al Heath in 3rd. Brad Delph, I believe, might have gotten 4th, or might have been Michael Yarrow. I'm not entirely sure. I believe it was Brad Delph in 4th, Michael Yarrow in 5th. All right, that was a lap car, actually. That was on the outside there. But Ryan Dunkelberger grabbing the stage of victory here. We'll definitely try to get Ryan up here, and I do see him in Discord. So we'll wait for them to pit, and then we'll get Ryan up here. I imagine they're going to come down pit road. Got 54 laps. Yeah, some drivers been out here 111, 116. Golly, that's a lot of laps. Looks like Ryan is coming in. They are right behind him. All right, well, let's get back on Ryan here so it doesn't change the stage winner name. Ain't got no gas in it. Well, it doesn't have an engine in it now. Like Josh did take his car behind the wall. Ryan Messer also did. All right, well, Ryan Dunkelberger is out and away. Like the 22 of Chris beat him off. So let's get Ryan down here real quick. Ryan, got a copy, bud?
Gotcha.
All right, well, you are going to pick up 5 bonus points for winning the stage there, man. Congratulations on winning the one and only stage that they do here. Now it's going to be a shootout to the finish. It looks like it's a little rough down there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we got here. I felt good in the middle part of that run there, and slowly the tires just kind of went away from me, and Isaiah just caught right back up. So I think that's a good example of what can happen here. I'm not sure how these tires are going to hold up.
Now, man, I don't know if y'all would even want to try to go the distance on tires. Can you go the distance on fuel?
Probably not. I mean, if we have a caution-filled race, I think we will. But if we get anything above 20 laps, I don't think it's much of a hope on to keep these tires on the car. I think you're going to have to go one more time.
One more time. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But, man, congratulations on the stage win again. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a shootout to the finish.
For sure. Thank you, guys.
Yep. All right, we'll get him back up there. And we will get up on our leader. I do believe this is our leader. Yes, it is. Chris up front. You know what? I'm just going to call him Path. Not going to express the A. Sorry. You know who I'm talking about. Chris in the 22. He is up front. He'll get us going here. Our pace truck lights are still on. That is the 33 of Mark Kostic up ahead of him. Mark's going to get back on the lead lap here. Oh, stage is done. We can go ahead and get rid of that. Right, now keep that fast repair up there. Oh, pace truck lights are off. There goes Mark back on the lead lap. He's going to come around, catch back up to the field. Well, Chris will be the driver to get us going. It'll be coming to lap 119. The green flag drops again. Chris has led 2 laps, so bonus point for leading a lap, and of course you get a bonus point for finishing 75% of the race with no incidents. -1 point penalty for every 5 incidents per race. Here we go. Pace truck down to the safety of pit road. Chris just waiting on the green, and he will be on the loud pedal. Green is out. Here we go. Back underway here tonight for the Charlottesville Dental Care Simracing Unleashed Cup Series. Number 4 here at the Community Swimming Pool of Iowa. And ATVO being awfully slow right now. Chris. Oh, Ryan, man, that outside line just comes screaming. Did Chris come down pit road? I believe he did, didn't he? I'm going to have to reset ATVO here, folks. Oh, hate doing it in the middle of such a good race. Yeah, he did. I'm down pit road, so I'm not entirely sure, man. He is losing some ground, though. Man, he's falling all the way back to 9th. Ryan Dunkelberger back up front. Here we go. Maybe some possible 3 wide for that second spot. Alrighty, folks. Well, as they race it up here, we're going to see here if we can find a bigger view. There we go. Be on Brad Delph. I'm going to reset ATVO here. Give me just a second. There we go. Screen's going to go black, and then it'll come right back up. But we are actually watching. We're on the center view of the track. It's a wider view, so, you know, everybody can actually see several cars at once while I do reset this. Okay, yeah, he did pit. Yeah, I figured he did. Okay, of course that's going to reset everything on my end too, for the most part. But here we go. We are back up and running. Yeah, he keeps falling backwards. Maybe that's by design. I mean, it might be by design, Chris, out there in chat. You might just be falling back to, you know, knowing that they can't really make it to the end. We got a battle here for the lead, though. And Isaiah Sutherland, he just stole him a lap lead here from Mark Whitley. Man, these two going at it once more. Alrighty, folks. Well, they are still neck and neck. Oh, somebody's awfully slow. What happened there? That was Isaiah. Alright, everybody's still pretty much here together. So, alrighty, folks. Well, we're going to do it. Let's bring noise here tonight and let's crank it up here on MaxspeedTV. Alrighty, we are back. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the crank it up there, Cam. Of course, that image that popped up right before it, I was asked to do that every time I crank it up. Like Harpoon out there. Must like it. Brantley Roden. Harpoon Design. To get with you and ask a little more about what you do. Get up there, Dave. Oh, you're talking about the 53 of Dave Bush. Well, I'll tell you a little something about that 53 of Dave Bush. Earlier, I called him Bonehead, and that's his nickname for me now, because the race that I did, I said, you know, pit road is a dangerous spot. You don't want to mess up, because it could make it or break it for your race. Well, Dave Bush, the whole race, pretty much, running up there in the top 5. He makes a boneheaded move coming down pit road. He get caught speeding. Yeah, and it cost him a top 5 finish. So that's why I call him Bonehead. A little bit of a reason why for everybody that heard that earlier. I'm giving Dave a hard time about it, and I'm going to give him a hard time about it for a while. Right now, though, he's running in the top 10. Started 12th, so he's doing pretty good. Now, I haven't forgot about anybody else out here. Brandon Sheep started 5th. He's running in 7th. John Hill. Well, he started in 2nd. He's right here in 9th. I mean, we still got a ways to go, so anything can happen. You can just see the bumps out there. Good Lord. Well, Mark Whitley up front here with Isaiah Sutherland on his tail. Ryan Dunkelberger back into 3rd. Brad Delphin 4th. Brandon Hartwell rounding out our top 5. A lot of single file going on right now. Probably a good thing. Everybody trying to find that groove. Everybody trying to dodge those bumps. 3 of Kyle Heath says, well, everybody going to go high. I'm just going to go low. He's coming to 157 of Jeff Gilmore. So 3 goes low. Can he complete the pass, though? That is going to be the thing. 4. Rusty Modesti right here with them. And the 9 of Byron Bartlett. Dave. Yeah. I called him. I said it was a bonehead move, and I said that live. So, and it was. It really was. Oh, that's his nickname to me. At least for a while. It'll be Bonehead. I need to make a paint for him. All right, well, get back on that here in just a second. Got the 98, the 2, and the 26 right here together. Andrew Phipps, Michael Yarrow, and Brandon Sheets. Well, where is Chris at? Well, he's still running back here in 19th for now. And we still, like I said, we got a ways to go. So this might be by design for what the number 22 is doing. Just kind of hanging back. Got Jim Coleman-Sperger behind him and Robert Chaswick behind Jim. Got 3 drivers right here together. Benjamin Butler in 22nd. He is 1 lap down, as well as Mike Chamberlain, also 1 lap down, running 22nd and 23rd respectively. Mark Koshik 2 laps down again. He was on the lead lap, and now he's found himself back down 2 laps. And Paul Buzz Cohen, he is back out here with 17 laps down, though. He needs, counting the drivers that are a lap down, he needs 21 cautions to get back on the lead lap. Oh, yeah, I've been there too. Oh, yeah. Go back up front. Mark Whitley. I don't know what to say about Mr. Mark Whitley. We've only had two winners this season so far. Brad Delph won the opener at Daytona. Well, Mark Whitley decides, well, I'm just going to go ahead and win the next 2. And on the last one, which was last week at Watkins Glen, he led all the laps as well. It was a 45-lap race. But Mark Whitley has got back-to-back wins coming into tonight, and he is looking to make it 3 in a row. And the way he's driving, he's got a pretty good shot at doing it. But I still wouldn't count out Mr. Isaiah, wouldn't count out Ryan, wouldn't count out Brandon, wouldn't count out Brad to grab his second win of the season. Andrew, I mean, I wouldn't count out any of the drivers out here to come out with the win. Heck, throw Dave in the mix there. He's running 9th now. Looks like he did get around Kyle. Well, now Kyle's trying to get around him. On Held and Company, so they were all pretty much single file. Now they're trying to get double file again. Robert Chizowick down pit road. Up 78 laps to go here, folks. Mathing with Medlock. '78. This will be 77. They've been out here. Well, I don't know exactly how long they've been out here because it reset everything. So, been out here since lap, let's see, 17, 118, something like that. Three of y'all still watching, still 4 shy from 20 likes. Not really a whole lot right now at the present time on track going on. Nobody's really, I would say, pulling away, and everybody anywhere between 0.3 to about a second between each other. So nobody's really pulling away per se. Watching a couple of side-by-side battles here, though. Brad Delph, Ryan Dunkelberger. You have Michael Yarrow and Kyle Heath. Don't forget about Andrew in the middle here. Here we go, though. Lap 151. It'll be 152 when it updates, I do believe. Yeah, 152. Still got a ways. Now, Keith, got a question for you since you're out there in chat. How far do you go the distance on tires and fuel, or do you split it? What would you do in this situation? Somebody's up against the wall. Trying to find out who that is. That is the 51 of Paul. Our leaders try to come around him. Paul is now 18 laps, and the 2 comes right up into the 51. Not sure if Brandon Sheets knew he was there still or what, but right up into Paul. Oh, that could have been ugly. Oh, Jim. Went down pit road and he toes it. Oh. Oh. Sheets. There, I see you out there rooting on the Sheets and Chris. Oh, Sheets right here in 10th with our pole sitter, Robbie Darnell. And Chris back here in 19th. I still think that's by design. I think he fell back on purpose. Purpose. Andrew Phipps, Dave Bush. This is a battle for 8th. Continue to watch these two here a moment. Well, it looks like we've got action back here too. Jeff Gilmore, David Cassidy, Rusty Modesti, Aaron Bartlett, Larry Blair. Oh, Larry Blair's further back. So Jim Comensberger taking his car behind the wall. Man, don't like to see it. That is going to leave 23 drivers on the track. Mark Kosick still sitting on pit road here. And the top 3 kind of broke away a little bit. Mark Whitley, Isaiah Sutherland, Brandon Hartwell broke away. And boy, here we go. Oh, that was close. Man, Brandon dove it down, trying to make a pass on the 1 and possibly on the 77. He wasn't able to do it, pushes up. And we do have a caution, though. Robert Chiswick? Okay, well, hang on a minute. See what happened to Robert in the 6. Around turn 4, yep, through the tri-oval, just got loose, right up into the outside wall. Man, and a good job by the 51, I believe that was. Yeah, the 51 of Paul Cohen to dodge that. Man, all right. Well, 162 of 225. 63 laps here. Be 62 this time by. Some fake outs going on, but Ryan is going to be coming down pit road, as well as several others. Michael Yarrow, Dave Bush, Brandon Sheets, all down pit road. It looks like Robbie Darnell also down. Jason Adams in his pit stall. Larry Blair, Chris Path, he is down. We do have some drivers that did come down. They will definitely on fuel be able to make it. I don't know how tires are going to react, but they'll definitely be able to make it on fuel from here. Mark Whitley. I don't know if these drivers up here is going to be able to make it, but I guess we'll see. Well, damn. Rusty Modesti started 25th. He's in 9th. Mark Whitley, though, man. All right. Into 3, we'll wait here and see if the truck lights go off. This will put us with right at 60 to go, coming across the stripe here. And the lights are not off. Wow. Okay. Well, that's going to change things. How about we get up here, see if we can interview this guy right here. Jeff Gilmore, got a copy. Jeff?
Yes, sir, I do. What's going on?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself? Looks like you got some damage on that 57 machine. Is that affecting you any at all?
Yeah, new nose job on it there. It surprisingly is keeping up somewhat. I mean, it's not as fast as it was, obviously, but
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised that I've been able to keep up pretty good. So, still driving it. Just gonna see what we can get here.
Just trying to survive the rest of the way, I'm assuming.
Yes, sir.
Well, can you guys make it to the end here?
Guys that stayed out, we're saving here right under this caution. We're borderline.
Borderline.
But of course, we didn't take tires there, so we're banking on a caution and then maybe come good at the end there.
Alrighty, well, you guys are getting double file, so I'm not going to keep you here anymore, Jeff. Good luck out there. We'll see what happens.
Right on. Thanks a lot.
Yep. Right. Well, I wanted to check on Jeff because with that damage, and he said he didn't take tires, so I guess we will find out here kind of how this is going to play out. So the drivers that did not come down, that would be all the way back your 9th, Rusty Modesty, borderline. Everybody else, though, I believe can make it. All right, race truck off and away. Here we go. Coming to lap 167 here, folks. Waiting on the green. Mark Whitley is on the loud pedal. Good start by Mark and Isaiah. I believe Mark, though, is going to have it. Yes, he does. All right. Oh, my golly. We got a 3 wide back here. Yep, we sure do. Ryan Dunkelberger in the sucker hole right in the center. Boy, he immediately, as soon as he got around, I believe that was, yeah, John Held. He took it right up in front of him. He didn't want to be there anymore. But, well, guess what? Speaking of the 27, he was looking there to the inside of the 26. And back in that sucker hole. And Ryan on rails right now. He's up to 5th. This is starting to heat up a little bit, folks. Now, Ryan did come down pit road. So, I mean, this is just showing you the difference between, you know, tires with the guys that didn't come down with the tires that those that did. Ryan, he's tearing them up, knocking them down one at a time here, and he's coming up on Mark Whitley now. Isaiah Sutherland finally got a lap lead. He's under fire with Kyle Heath, and we've got a caution. And who is that flipping? Oh, it was Chris. Chris Paff. Oh, Terror is not going to be too happy about this. All right, well, what happened, though? Did it start with him? Oh, it started right up ahead of him. I believe that is the 17 there. Oh, yeah, David Cassidy. So let's see what happened here. This is where the whole thing started. Okay, right here. Okay, so the 17 and the 2. Oh, that might have been some net code. David Cassidy and the 2. Brandon Sheets. However, David Cassidy up into the wall. Nowhere to go for the 22. 22 slams into the 17. 22 gets hit again by the 73. And of course, we know what happened here. And we're going to go cockpit here with that 22. And kind of from his perspective here, I mean, he's right here, ain't nowhere to go, and then gets hit again, and there he goes. Topsy-turvy on his lid. Now, luckily, he does land on all fours, but he did toe to pit road, so he must have had a lot more damage to that car, and it couldn't go. Man. That is definitely not what you want to see by anybody. It's 2 or 3 drivers tonight that went lid for lid several times. So yeah, Chris is going to be sitting on pit road for quite some time here. Does not have a reset, unfortunately. This might be it for him. Art Ryan. Man, Ryan flew up through the field. Now the top 5 here, Mark, Brian, Brad, Michael, and Dave Bush up in the top 5 now. So 3 of the 5 have came down pit road. The other 2 have not. So Mark Whitley and Brad Delph have not come down pit road. Brian Dunkelberger, Michael Yarrow, and Dave Bush have. This is going to set up for an interesting restart for sure. (9:48 Eastern). 9:49 Eastern, excuse me. 8:49 Central. 7:49 parts of Arizona, since they don't do daylight savings time. I know some of them do. So are they 2 hours behind us now, or are they 1 still? We just sprung forward, so I don't know. I have to look that up. Or if there's anybody out there from Arizona, you can enlighten me. I know parts of Arizona do it, but the other parts don't, so I don't know. All right, well, Mark Whitley, Ryan Dunkelberger, row number 1. Row 2, Michael Yarrow, Brad Delph. Row 3, Dave Bush, Andrew Phipps. Row 4, Rusty Modesti, Brandon Sheets. And row 5, rounding out our top 10, John Held and Jason Adam. 175 of 225. Okay, well, in Phoenix, Arizona, it is 6:50 p.m. They are actually 2 hours behind me. Yep. I Googled it. Space trucks off and away. Here we go. Mark, Brian. Oh, man. Mark's going to have to hang on to the screaming Ryan Dunkelberger. Brian is going to go to the outside. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it here. He might have to try it on the inside. I don't know if he's got the fresher tires, but as they go into 3, Ryan Dunkelberger is going to dive it down to the inside here, and he's going to try to complete it out of 4, and he's going to do it. He's going to slide right up in front of the 77 of Mark Whitley. Michael Yarrow there in 3rd. Brad Delph down 4th. There is Dave Bush. Andrew Phipps, Brandon Sheets, whole lot of company right here. Brandon Hartwell in the 25, Isaiah Sutherland, There's the 4 of Rusty Modesty again. And 3 wide with the 2 in the center, and that sucker hole. Don't want to be there. Like the 26 backed off. Andrew Phipps. I don't think he wanted to be a part of that 3 wide for too much longer. Are they shifting? I wonder if they're shifting. Right here, Isaiah to the inside of the 2. Well, he got a twofer. He got around Brad Delph and Brandon Sheets. Isaiah up to 7. Now, man, another 3 wide ahead of him quick as Isaiah comes around the 77 of Mark Whitley. Mark starting to fall back here. Mark might have burnt up his tires. And Brad Delph too. Brad's falling backward. Andrew Phipps. Rusty Modesty also hasn't come down, as well as John Held. We've got Mark Whitley, Brad Delph, Andrew Phipps, Rusty Modesty, and of course, like I said, John Held. Well, the rest of them did come down pit road, and we've seen what happened. Ryan Dunkelberger just dunked it. He got up here. Michael Yarrow in second. Started 23rd. Ryan started 13th. Dave Bush now into third. He started 12th. Al Heath started 4th, and right now, the last 4 quarters running in 4th right now. Isaiah Sutherland started just outside of the top 10 at 11th. He is sitting in 5th, but he's got company. He's got Brandon Hartwell, who started 24th. He is in 6th, right behind him. Winding down the laps. And it looks like Mike Chamberlain trying to get around the 26 here of Andrew. Looks like he's going to be able to do it. Here comes the 55 of Benjamin Butler, also trying to get around the 26. Right, well, we'll continue to watch it here, folks. Jason Adams hitting those. You know what? Let's ride along here with Jason Adams so everybody can get an idea of these bumps that everybody is talking about. And you can just see them hitting them. You didn't have to retract your message, Tara. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. All right, well, let's get back up here. Check out what's going on. A whole lot. All right, Kyle Heath, Isaiah, Dave, Brandon. So we've got a 4-car pack right here together. That is starting with 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Right. Oh, Mark Whitley. Mike Chamberlain once more. We'll get up here on Mike. Mike still has his reset. He has not used that reset. 77, Mark Whitley. Whoa, Mark went up into the wall. Oh, what happened though? Well, we're gonna go back and look at it here and see what happened. Was there contact? Or did he just get loose and go up into the wall? Go on to MaxspeedTV replay here real quick, folks. Gonna see what happened to Mark. Yep, he got loose. That's what happened. All right, back up live. Looks like they got it figured out up here. Top 6. Brandon Sheets there. David Cassidy right up ahead of him in 7th. Brandon in 8th. Robbie Darnell 9th. And Jason Adams, who he was cockpit with, right there in 10th. Oh, Mike. Did Mike get loose there? Did he scrape the wall? I don't know. At number 70, something's going on with that number 70, though. Boy, he has got his hands full right now. Aaron Bartlett in 20th, 17 laps down. Mark Cossack coming down pit road is 18 laps. Chris still, man, now Chris is coming back out here. Is unfortunately going to be 22 laps down. Here in about 3 laps, he will be able to pick up a spot over Mark. As long as Mark does not come back out, of course. And it looks like Mark is coming back out. Nice to see Chris back out here, and Paul is still sitting on pit road. Paul Buzz Cohen has been in his pit stall for a little over 2 minutes, coming up on 3 minutes. All right, a battle up here for 3rd. Isaiah Sutherland and Kyle Heath. Watch this a minute, see if that number 3 can, in fact, get around the 1. I think right now you have got to, you're going to go, you got to go either now or here in just a few laps. Oh, this is going to change it. Caution, Jason Adams. This is going to change everything. We'll take a look at what happened to Jason here. Oh, he caught the apron. Tries to save it, but does come back up on the track. Nobody gets into him, but he is on the racing surface and stopped. So therefore, caution will come out. Now what do you do? Been out here 35 laps or so. I believe you have got to come down, and this actually will work in favor for Brad Delph, Andrew Phipps, John Held, Rusty Modesti, and Mark Whitley, but we'll see. Okay, well, looks like our leaders are not coming down, but I would imagine, yeah, Brad Delph and company, yep, they're all coming down. It didn't surprise me that they did. Mark Whitley also, yep. Jeff Gilmore is also down pit road with them. Oh, hello. Brendan, I'm not sure exactly why you did that. You know, I mean, she's just out there talking. A little triggy on the buttons there, bud. I took care of it, Brantley. Hit a little too fast for the buttons. She didn't do anything wrong. All right, lap 200 of 225. 25 to go. It's go time for everybody, especially those that pitted all the way back to 13th here. Andrew Phipps on back to Brad Delph. Drivers that are on the lead lap. They did come down pit road. And everybody, it does look like, took 4. Brad spent 33.6 seconds in his pit box. Maybe get some damage fixed. Not entirely sure. Andrew Phipps coming back down pit road. Okay. Uh-oh, something's going on with Chris here. Did he blow the engine? Oh, okay. Okay, it looks like he's all right. No, he was going really, really slow. Okay, so he had to go back into the field. That's what's going on. Dunkelberger, Yarrow, row 1. The way we're going to restart here, coming to lap 203. All right, pace truck dives off. 27 on the outside. Here we go. And the green is back out once more. All right, now let's see. Got to get out of 2. Got to get out of 2. Everybody's out of 2. A-okay. All right, looks good. And some 3 wide quickly as we see the 77. That is Mark Whitley. He's not wasting any time here. There is the 2 and the 4. Oh, man, 2 and the 44. Almost contact. Mark Whitley, though, he is on a rail here. He is now up to the 17 here. A little bit of, well, not quite 3 wide, but there is the 17 of David Cassidy, and they bumped 77 and the 17 doing a little bit of bumping there. 3 wide behind David Cassidy and company. Keep it calm, Brandon. She didn't do nothing. No. Now, Mark Whitley right beside the 53 of Dave Bush. Dave also on those older tires as, man, Mark 20 to go. He has got to get up here to Ryan Dunkelberger. Oh, and who did you say you was watching? Dave Bush and Kyle Heath? Well, Dave Bush is right here. Kyle Heath is just right up ahead of him now. Isn't that 3? Oh, 3 and the 98 go at it, and they're bumping and banging. Oh, jeez. It's starting to get a little bit scary out here, even for me. The way they're stacked up here, man. If somebody goes around, if a couple of cars get into one another and they don't save it, well, depending on where it happens, yeah, well, Dave Bush now, he is going to be under fire again from the 77 of Mark. And the 77 gets around. Here comes the 14 of Brad Delph, man. Can't forget about the guys back here either. David Cassidy, John Held, Andrew Phipps, Benjamin Butler, Larry Blair. Can't count out these guys either, because if something happens up here, oh my Lord. Al Heath coming around the outside of Robbie Darnell, the 44, our pole sitter. Kind of in a pickle here. Front, looks like front ends are optional at Iowa. Yeah, oh, Robbie into the wall. Mark Whitley has found himself on the restart now, back up into third with 15 to go. Got to run down Isaiah, and then he's got to run down Ryan. Mark right there with the 1 of Isaiah Sutherland. We'll watch it here. We can't forget about, of course, Brad Delph and company either, because they're, you know, side by side here too. We'll see if Mark does manage to get around the 1, not on the back stretch here, down into 3. Isaiah way up high. Mark is going to complete the pass, so let's get back here to the other side by sides. Rusty Modesti, Jeff Gilmore hanging on for dear life. And can Jeff grab a top 5 or a top 7, top 10 with that damage? Man, he is looking strong. Awesome job. Never give up. You keep going, and that's what he's doing. Boy, Andrew Phipps and 8th. Dave back here in 9th now. Michael Yallroad. There's the 2 of Brandon Sheets and the 3 of Kyle Heath. And Mark Whitley has retaken the lead. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, look at it. I mean, he's hammered down, man. He's trying. Just got to keep that car straight. Mark Whitley up front. Ryan Dunkelberger right there in second. I just don't know if Ryan's got the tires as we go ahead and check back on Brad Delph. He is trying to get around the 1 now of Isaiah Sutherland. Of course, this just goes to show you the difference between the tires. And while the 1 into the back of the 14, oof. I think that actually just helped the 14 of Brad Delph, to be honest. It gave him a shove. And Brad is going to go into second after getting around the 27 of Dunkelberger as well. And here comes the 4 of Rusty Modesti. Then out here, 18th, man, that 1 and 27. Oh, really close. Rusty making the pass into third. Well, he hasn't really completed it yet. There's Ryan Dunkelberger. Still right there. Oh, these two going at it. Yep, there we go. We got bumping and banging. We got the 27 up into the wall. There is no caution. Oh, buddy. Short track tempers might be playing into fruition here pretty soon. Tara, you didn't do nothing. Oh, somebody's sideways here. That was Mr. Gilmore. Well, a good save, though. But, man, he's going back to 8th. And now he's going to find himself with Brandon Sheets. Dave Bush also finding himself back now in 17th. Mark Whitley starting to drive away with it. Brad Delph in 2nd. Rusty to 3rd. Where'd Dunkelberger go? Oh, he's in 7th. Man. 5 to go here at the line. It'll be 4 to go. Well, and I don't think it was a mistake on pit road this time for Mr. Bonehead there, but something went on. He does have some damage there. I really can't take a look at it as we got 3 to go. Well, I might be able to get a quick look. Oh, yeah. He's got some significant front and right side damage for sure, and some left sides as well. He's got damage all around that machine. All right, 3 to go. Mark Whitley. Man, oh, man. Mr. Tires. 2 to go here, folks. Yep. And Mark, well, he'll be coming out of 4 here momentarily, and he will take the white flag here, folks. No caution. White flag in the air. 1 to go. Mark Whitley timed it just right. Comes down pit road and works himself back up to the front. He'll come around turn 4 and go back. Who back? Here tonight. Brad Delph. They're in 2nd. Rusty Modesti 3rd. That is our podium finishers. Andrew Phipps in 4th and John Held on to round out our top 5 here tonight. But congratulations to Mark Whitley. That makes it 3 in a row for Mr. Mark. However, folks, we're going to go ahead and step away and get the top 3 down here for the post-race show. So hang tight, folks. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks. Well, I've caught up with our top three here tonight. We're going to start here with Rusty Modesty. Rusty, got a copy?
Yes, copy.
Well, man, what an awesome race. It was a rough start for everybody out there, but, you guys got it in gear over time, and you finished out the stage, and it was a good race, a good shootout to the end. You started in 25th. You was unable to lead a lap here tonight, but hey, third place, not bad. You finished in third, like I said. Well, talk about it. How was Iowa, for you at the start? And then over time, how did it become?
I honestly, I didn't feel very confident coming in, so I didn't even qualify. During the first half of the race, just trying to figure it out, really. Saved as much tire as I could and held it for the end. Luckily, we got that late race caution. And you saw that group of guys come in, and that was all it took. So,
yeah.
Learning experience, but turned out pretty well. Apologize to Dunkelberger. I washed up on him, and I own all that. So.
Oh, yeah, owning up to your little mishaps, and this track is a short track, so it's considered a short track. It's under a mile, so short track tempers. I don't know. I mean, if we had probably a longer of a race, that might have kind of came back on you there, Rusty. But
that's part of it. I've been on the losing end of that too, so I mean,
yeah.
I understand it.
Yeah, well, owning up to your mistakes is the biggest respect that you can get, especially here on iRacing. So owning up to it is great. But how was it? You guys, you seen the caution. You guys come down. You, Mark, Brad, Andrew, John. You all came down the pit road there.
Ruling.
Yeah. So kind of talk about it.
Yeah, we had like 50 to go during the second to last caution. I thought, well, surely we're gonna have another one, and we did, and luckily it was the only one. I think it might have been a different show had we had a third, right there with a few to go. So, happy it came where it did. It gave us time to work through the field.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, well, Iowa. Nothing compared to the track we're going to next week. I was done out of the way round 4. Round 5, the second leg of the Harpoon 100. We go to Texas. We'll probably consider that my local track as I live in Arkansas. So, we go to Texas. Very fast track. How do you feel about going into it?
Texas, big bank, and then a flat turn on the other end. I think it's going to be challenging for these cars. One of those turns is going to be rough. I'm not sure which one yet.
Not sure which one yet. Well, you figure that out when you get there. Maybe go do some practice.
That's right. New car, new setups, so it's all new. So it's just going to take practice.
Well, awesome job, Rusty, man. Here tonight, third place, podium for you. Good points tonight as well. And any final thoughts, shout-outs, things you want to give before you go celebrate third?
Just, thanks to the league for putting it on. It's been fun so far. This is my first season in it. Thanks to you guys for putting on a great broadcast. And again, sorry to Dunkelberger. My bad, man. We'll see him next week.
All righty, Rusty. We'll see you next week, man.
See ya.
All right, we'll get him back up there. That's going to bring us here to our second place finisher here tonight, Mr. Brad Delph, representing again here. I mean, it's one spot shy where I know he wanted to be, but that Charlottesville Dental Care 14 pitted at the right time with Mark and Rusty and Andrew. But before we get to that, Brad, man, talk about a rough start to the race here.
Yeah, for sure. Rough start. Kind of got into a couple things there. Had used my fast repair early, so I was worried about that throughout the whole race. Just tried to keep it clean and run smooth, and the tire strategy there at the end worked out.
Well, coming into tonight, fourth in the point standings, 22 behind the leader of Mark, 1 behind Jason. I definitely think you're going to probably pick up several spots here going forward, but we'll get to that, come next week. But, talk about it. The strategy out there, you guys could go quite a while on fuel. What was it, about 100 and... I had it at being between 100 and 110, but I don't know the exact number.
Yeah, honestly, I think it was about 100, 110. I don't know exactly what it was myself. I knew that, the tires really, after
the-
30, 40 laps, they kind of got pretty loose if you weren't taking care of them. And I think that's kind of what we saw tonight. A lot of guys just kind of getting squirrely, kind of spinning out by themselves. But, that's kind of what happened there.
Well, it goes to show you fresher tires versus older tires, and man, you and Mark and Rusty and Andrew and John, I mean, you guys were just hammering down there. Talk about that late race caution here real quick to set you guys up for the finish that y'all had.
Yeah, that kind of played into what I was hoping for, staying out there and losing some spots, and then, the caution came in, got fresh tires. It was a little tricky to kind of try to get around those guys clean. And right there at the end, I really thought I had something for Mark. I was catching him a little bit, and he was getting a little sideways, so just a few laps short, I think.
Yeah, so and that was what I was going to ask you next. If you think we might have had 2 to 3 more laps, do you think you would have been able to get him?
I think I would have caught him. I don't know. I don't know if I would have been able to get around him, but I mean, he's pretty fast. Obviously, he wins a lot of these things. So, just enjoy learning from him.
Oh yeah, and that's something that I've never said really. You might not be good on iRacing at the start, but you get around drivers that are really good, and you learn and you pick up from them. It might take a couple of seasons, but there's going to be that season that, you're going to be right up there running with them. So it's always good to learn from some of the other drivers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I was done, man, for round number 4. We go to round number 5 here for the second leg of the Harpoon 100. We go to Texas. How do you feel about the fast track of Texas?
Should be fun with the new car and the changes with this next gen compared to what we ran there before. So excited to race there next week.
All right. Well, a good points night for you here tonight, bud. Any final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give?
Just shout out to my wife and Hayden, Race, my dad who spots for me, and all the people at work. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
All righty, Brad. Well, we will see you next week at Texas.
Sounds good, buddy. Have a good night.
You too. All righty, folks. Well, that is going to bring us here to our winner, Mark Whitley. Mark, awesome job. You started in 7th, up in the front, or up toward the front. And, man, you led 114 laps here tonight, and you're going to bring it home again into victory lane. But wasn't without a fight. Talk about it.
Yeah, the whole night, we didn't have the qualifying lap we wanted. Qualified a lot worse. Had to kind of work our way through there, and was able to lead a lot. And then through all those cautions we were having, first half of the race was pretty good. And then there was one point when we were getting slowed down. Pace car was like being super slow getting off the pit road when we had the waiting, and they checked up, they locked the brakes up and got in the back of me and gave me rear end damage for like the most of the first half of the race. And then decided to fix it. I think it was around the stage or sometime around there, just trying to get it fixed. Wound up going to the back, coming back through the front, just ebb and flow of a race. Was up there, holding off. I think it was Isaiah for the most part of that second half of the race. Then we got down. We only had one set of tires left for the whole second half of the race, one extra set. So I knew it was going to come down to who saved it and who gambled to keep it the longest. And I know these guys came in and pitted, and there were still probably 50, 55, maybe almost 60 laps to go. And I felt like that was too big of a gamble to take your last set that long in the race. And I was starting to regret my decision there. We were getting closer and closer to the end, and I'm like, well, maybe caution won't come out. And then I know you never really like to see somebody get in a wreck or spin out or whatever, but I owe Jason one, because if he wouldn't have brought the caution, I'd probably have been dead in the water, and it allowed me to put my last set of tires on it. And then we were starting kind of far back, but I was trying to be aggressive getting through there because it was only going about 20, 25 laps, and I had to get by. I was running like 16th, so I knew I had to get up there as quick as possible. And I made some moves I probably didn't really want to make, but I kind of was forced into it because I just knew I didn't have a lot of time. And I know I got into somebody. I went underneath them 3 wide in 3 and 4, and I wasn't trying to get into them. I just got real tight up under my lifted, and it still touched them. But no harm, no foul. I know a couple laps later, I tried to stick my nose in the middle of 3 wide again, and that didn't look good, so I backed out of it and it's a good thing because if I hadn't, then we'd probably all wrecked. So just trying to get through there as quick as possible. I know probably some people aren't happy about it, but when there's only 25 laps to go, it's kind of go time. And I was trying to be as respectful as possible, but there's sometimes I'm like, it's the end of the race. I'm gonna have to take a little bit more than I probably, want to take. But we got up to the front, and then I think Brad, I think he was on the same strategy. He eventually got up there behind me, and I was just kind of running laps, just kind of trying to get to the end of the race. I know he started catching me, which was worrying me a little bit, but I had big enough of a gap. I didn't have to worry about it, and brought it home. And 3 in a row is pretty good to pretty much start the season. 3 wins in 4 races. That's a pretty good accomplishment.
Oh yeah, definitely. So definitely, you're gonna, of course, I'm assuming we'll keep the points, top guy in the points, but we've still got a long way to go before the chase starts. So anything, of course, can happen. It's not, it's not just a give and take. So you got to race it up just like you have been doing, and the biggest thing is, do you think you can make it 4 in a row with the track we go to next week? It's called Texas.
We'll find out. I know the first time we ran Texas in the next gen cars in this league, I was able to hold off and win that one, but these are so different. I mean, anytime you win any race, it's you got to have some luck. You got to have skill, luck. Cautions fly your right way like tonight. Texas, I feel like we probably have a good chance. I mean, it's a mile and a half. Probably pretty good there. You never want to go in there saying, "Hey, yeah, we can do 4 in a row." You don't want to get too confident and then somebody sneak up on you and take it away because you're being overconfident. But I think we'll have a good chance. At this point, it's just kind of just take what we can. If we go up there, have a chance to win it, do everything we can to win the race.
Yep.
Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Trying to I feel like this is a little bit. I know you're talking about the chase. So last year we were sitting pretty much in the catbird seat there halfway through the end of the last race of the season. Pretty much had it locked up, and then decided to be an idiot and cost me. And Gomez was able to come away with the championship. I mean, he did everything right, and I'm trying my best to learn from that mistake from last season because it's that bit for a little while. So I'm just trying to. Honestly, it's kind of a. I don't want to call it a revenge tour because it's more about myself just being an idiot, but kind of feel like I'm just trying to do as best I can, put my best stuff forward every race, and try to maybe make it for last season with a championship this season.
Oh yeah, definitely. So Dave Bush's nickname is Bonehead. If you listen to the broadcast here tonight, I explain why I call him that now. So I guess I can call you Bonehead Jr.
If you want. Not a huge fan of it, but I guess, I mean,
I do it today.
Bonehead Jr., Bonehead the third, Bonehead the fourth. That was a really bonehead move when I did that race. So.
Man. Well, yeah, like you said, learn from your mistakes and go with the flow. But Texas is not an easy track. It's fast. I believe it's the new Texas, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so definitely gonna be a very interesting race. But Mark, awesome job again, man. 3 in a row, starting off strong. Man, I don't know. That's 77. Harpoon Design Racing representing here. Harpoon Design, Brantley actually is out in chat here. So both of the sponsors got the podium finish here tonight. So that is awesome to see. But man, Mark, awesome job. Any final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate another victory and of course get ready for Texas?
Yeah, like you said, guys, big shout out to my Harpoon Designs, putting together all my paint schemes. Brantley, if you want to get a paint scheme made, check out harpoondesign.com. And then if you want to see what he's already done, go to Trade and Paint. He's got probably thousands of them up there, and just run what he's already made if you want. He does some of the best work on iRace. And then my other sponsor, Shop Angry Duck. They're the one-stop shop for all your custom racewear, hats, t-shirts, hoodies, pretty much anything apparel-wise. You get a custom-made version of it. They'll hook you up. You just hit them up at shopangryduck.com. And final one, I got my family always tuning in, always giving me support whenever I do good, and always give me a little bit of talking to whenever I do something stupid like last season. So it's always good to have them behind it. And then the league put on a good race. I know it was a little sketchy there at the beginning with all the cautions, but we really straightened it out. And
Oh yeah.
I guess I gotta give a shout out to Jason. Like I said, you never want to see somebody wreck, but if he wouldn't have spun out, I probably have been sitting there 20th almost. So I got to thank him. I know he didn't really want to do it, but you know I got to at least him spinning is what won me the race. So then you putting on the broadcast, it should be fun to go back and watch. I know it was a very hectic race, so should be fun to watch.
Oh, it was a fun race, a very very fun race. So, Mark, like I said, awesome job again, man. Go back and watch it in your free time, of course. Don't watch it at work. Might get in trouble. Mark, go celebrate another victory, and again, congratulations. Last week on Watkins Glen again. We'll see you next week in Texas, buddy.
All right, sounds good.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess everybody just decided to jet already, but that is our winner here, Mark Whitley. Let's get down here to the, I want to say it's the unofficial results. I don't believe the points have been updated. No, they have not. Oh, well, yeah, this is going to be the unofficial results, pending any admin stuff they have to do. Mark Whitley grabs his third win of the season and 3 in a row. Again, congratulations to Mark on that one. Brad Delph in second, Rusty Modesty third, Andrew Phipps in fourth, John Held in fifth, Isaiah Sutherland in sixth, Kyle Heath seventh, Ryan Dunkelberger in eighth, Brandon Sheets ninth, and Michael Yarrow rounding out our top 10. David Cassidy in 11th, Mike Chamberlain in 12th, Larry Blair 13th, Benjamin Butler 14th, Brandon Hartwell in 15th. Robbie Darnell, our pole sitter, in 16th. Jason Adams, 17th. Jeff Gilmore in 18th. Dave Bush, 19th. And Byron Bartlett will round out our top 20. Mark Koshik, 21st. Chris Paff, 22nd. Paul Cohen, 23rd. Robert Chaswick, 24th. Jim Comensberger, 25th. Gary Slapinski, 26th. Ryan Messer, 27th. Josh Jones, 28th. James Bryan, 29th. And Adam Lechte in 30th. Jared Daniels, 31st. Hunter Hayward, 32nd. And that's going to round it out here, folks. Well, again, our winner here tonight, Mark Whitley. Awesome job, Mark, in that Harpoon Design 77 machine. 18 likes here this evening. Everybody out there, thank you all so much for tuning in here. The Charlottesville Dental Care Simracing Unleashed Cup Series, round number 4 here at Iowa. Until next week, folks, stay safe, thank you all, and have a good night.